our main topic of discussion. We have a dilemma. Yeah. So I'm going to read out this dilemma, this person's dilemma to you guys. And then you guys, if I say we, you guys have to come to a conclusion on what he is supposed to do. Did we get that? Okay. Hi UV team. My name is Damilare. I have a dilemma and I hope you can be of help. I'm supposed to get married by September this year, but I've just found out that my wife's sibling was one of my smallies when I was on the streets. And it was a rather bad ending as she got pregnant and had to take it out. Now she's threatening to tell her sister if I don't help her brother.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Was it not on the street?
I'm going to read that again.
He has left the street.
But it's true. I thought there was.
What happened on the street stays in the street.
Exactly. Exactly. The rules never change.
Yeah.
It happens on the street. It stays on the street.
He was on the street.
He met her on the street. Both of them were on the street.
She has left the street. The Bella, she decided not to keep it for herself.
Okay, she should go and announce that he give her belly. She promotes it now. You can't shame the shameless. You don't know about it.
I'm a woman. I'm not supposed to be saying this, though, but I just feel that.
It has happened.
Try to put yourself in her shoes.
Okay, but for real.
Yeah, she would be pained, definitely.
So what would you advise her to do? Do you think it's
I
something
think-
that they should tell
I feel like he
his
should tell
wife?
his wife
I think he should tell his wife personally.
Yeah.
However, he needs to know what's the time frame between the whole street thingy and when he met his wife, and because
It's not like he was
we need to know
doing
the
it. It's
time
not
frame.
like
If
he's
it was
doing
maybe
it now.
2-3 years, I mean, come on, you don't go, you don't
It
go.
was 6 months ago. As long as he's not doing it presently, it's nothing. It's not.
Six.
Like you say, when he was in the
Frederick
street.
Unless
She was in the street.
unless he was
Something.
dating, unless he was in the street now, so he wasn't in a
He's going to
relationship.
oppose.
He
Why
wasn't.
did you say something?
Sorry. He wants to oppose, but
No,
he can't stand him. He can't stand him
Why
against
did
it.
it again?
No, I heard it.
He wants to oppose.
No, I heard it. Funny enough, look, I'm gonna agree with what David said. He has to personally tell his wife. In fact, it's kind of problematic that he hasn't.
Yeah.
That is why this is a problem, because you can't tell me, right, that you started dating someone you've been with in the past, like their sister, and then
Don't know they're related yet.
no, one. That's one. Two, considering how deep like the whole situation went, like or got rather with the pregnancy and with the aborted pregnancy, how do you not mention that to your what did you expect would happen? Like what did you really like just realistically, what did you expect to happen, that you would just marry this babe's sister and that she wouldn't say anything?
That's what I say. Personally, I feel
No,
like he should come out to his wife
definitely.
himself.
You should tell
Not
her.
let him be get to
Exactly.
the best
I agree.
situation at
I
all.
agree. However, if you are not getting enough information to judge on this case, so you understand. One, what was the time frame? Two, had he met the sister while he was dating the wife?
I mean,
Not to have told the
obviously
wife.
not.
Obviously, no. I don't think.
He
Obviously,
said
how
when
long
he
did
was
they-
on the street.
No, my point
Nah,
is, my
he
point
could-
is,
he-
for instance,
he makes a valid point, though.
for instance, let's say I'm dating Debbie, and wait, calm down. Let's say I'm dating Debbie, and Debbie, I can't, and I want to marry Debbie, and then I can't say I haven't met her siblings. Do you understand? It just sounds off to me. Do you get it? And then maybe there's no way sisters won't talk about, I've seen this guy, I want to marry this guy. Who's the guy? Let me see. And she knows it's this guy. So obviously it's obvious that maybe he has known about it and he has been sitting on the information trying to die the matter. But it's what?
Thinking it's so
Yes,
sophisticated.
obviously, but
So that's where what's his name? Damilare. That's where Damilare fucked up. Damilare, you don't fuck up. That's serious.
True that though.
However, the standing rule is what happens on the streets
Stays on the
Stays on the
street.
damn
It cannot come out from the street into the house.
So she should
Exactly.
keep quiet. She should just.
Nobody's
Not
saying
like
so
you should
quiet.
keep quiet.
If the
He
guy
should-
I think they should talk about it. It's that
Yes, we should
simple.
talk about it here.
What
But,
if he doesn't want to tell his
but
wife?
the
Why would
sisters,
she
the
want
wife's,
to tell her
sorry, the
wife?
wife's sibling
You
should
want
take
her
her
to
L
tell
and
her.
move along. Like, come on. She should collect her L in peace.
No, don't say that.
That's not. It's
let's
not.
be
It's,
realistic.
no, it's not
how
an
many
L.
years-
No,
Look,
It's,
look at
it's
the
not
time
an L.
frame.
It's not-
Wait. Let me put it this way.
No,
It's
you
not.
don't get it.
Well, I.
It has happened. It has
Okay,
happened.
let me.
Right? Your sister is getting married to this guy. They've gone. He has done everything. When September?
September.
That means they've most likely done traditional marriage, right? They've done introduction. So you've gone this far, you haven't mentioned it now. Is it now you want to spoil your sister's happiness? Come on, think about it now. In my opinion, the girl's just doing it for selfish reasons.
Because obviously they would have known from the beginning.
Exactly.
Like they would have known each other, found it, found out that
to
okay,
solve
this is the guy.
everything, I
Yeah.
personally feel like you should
Yeah,
just tell his
the
wife
guy might have
personally.
fucked up not saying it in the
That's the
beginning.
thing. He should have
That's
said
it
it.
too.
But at this
now that
point where he
the guy
hasn't
brought
said
up,
it,
now that the
come
sister
on.
has brought it up, I think it only makes sense for the guy to say
Tell
it.
his wife.
He's in his best position to
And
say
then
it,
not
not
to
to the
they
girl.
should
No,
prepare
no.
to move ahead.
I agree with what they're saying. The truth about it is, he needs to fess up. Like
Exactly.
he's done
Why is he hiding?
the most.
What's the key?
And exactly, so you guys are so right. The fact that he hasn't, why hasn't this come up like on two separate accounts? Like first of all, on his part, why hasn't he gone to his wife like, okay, babe, like this is really what happened in the past, like
See,
with
for
your
the wife to be, what would you do, Deborah?
Ah. Don't.
And for you guys, if you're going to tell your wife such a thing, what would you expect?
What would I expect?
Yes. That the
First
wife
things
would go
first. No, Deborah, the intentions. Answer your own question first. What sport? X
Because I
marks
really
sport.
don't know. I honestly do not know how I feel. I don't know what I'm going to do at that point. So, please.
Well, maybe from my own side, for me, first things first, I believe if I happen to be that married, I would not have fucked up by not even telling my wife on time that yo, at some time in the past, before you and I, she went down with your sister, to know okay if she can take it or not. That's the first thing. Secondly, your sister carry belly from you. Tell you this is what
Is
went
that part
down.
necessary?
She says it's
It's
better.
necessary.
It's
She
better.
didn't keep the child. So
No,
it's
no,
really
no, it's
no,
necessary.
the sister is threatening.
Eh?
The sister is
It's necessary.
threatening to tell the wife that this is what happened.
And just me,
So
from
it's
a
better
girl's
for
point of
me.
view.
It's better for me to lay
From a
all
girl's
the
point
cards
of
on the
view,
table.
We will say
Now-
everything that happened. I know that never happened. We adults. So you
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
say.
that's true.
We add a lot of pepper
Add
on
plenty
inside.
peppers.
Not
It
them.
has to be sweet.
Not them.
Make it
They have to
nice.
be spicy.
That's
It
the
just
spicy.
has to be very
It's
sweet.
better.
So you lot admit that you're liars then?
And that's why we take the salt out of it.
So we're going to
We want
So
to
you
be
lot
so
admit you
focused
exaggerate.
on that
I'm not
angle.
saying we
To the
exaggerate.
point that we
I'm
can
just
just
saying,
explain
exaggerating.
Seriously?
I'm
Yes.
just going to make
You might see the one that they tell you that they beat the child out of them.
Don't allow me to see such things.
I know. Like seriously, man.
That's
Some girls are like that.
crazy.
That's psychotic. That's not just
That's the
crazy.
length that means some girls are ready to go.
So, Damilare, whoever you are, I wish you well. You don't fuck up. You don't fuck up. Pardon my French.
But I think if they have a common understanding, I believe the wife will understand.
Well, it might just cause a little.
Like,
relationship
I think
for
she
that.
will understand. I know she
You
might be pissed.
understand.
She
So
might be,
you
no, she might be
expect
pissed
that
at
they
first.
go
No
to the
doubt.
She will
She might
definitely
be
be
pissed.
pissed.
I think the
at
worst
one-
that will happen is that she'll be angry at first, but in the
And then
end,
she will tell the
They'll
entire
settle.
family. She will propose.
One,
Everybody
she
will
will
know.
not.
really
No, no, no.
see,
She won't
there's
tell.
no reason to blow
She
it
won't
out.
tell. She won't tell the entire family.
Exactly.
But there's every tendency that is going to cause issues between herself and her sister. That's why I said the sister is being selfish. If your sister has moved on and she has gotten engaged to this particular person, and you see your sister is happy, you now want to ruin her happiness.
like, she just needs to let it slide.
She needs to let it go. She didn't say it up to this
She
point.
didn't keep the baby.
Why
So
now?
what's the problem? What's the stress?
Why now?
That means a changed man.
I mean, that means not going. That means not.
Jesus.
That means not going all
I found
around.
the wife.
That means not going all everywhere. Telling you, okay, so I had a relationship with this person,
Then you have to put
with
it
this
where it's
person,
past,
with
though.
this person.
So that's just
Why are you
the
people
past.
evil?
I don't understand. How is it this
That's
fast?
just
It takes
past
two
comment.
people, not one. That was not a relationship with himself. He wasn't on the street by himself. He met somebody on
That was
street.
on the street. She said, what was she doing on the street?
Exactly. What's what she did on the street?
Street belongs to everybody. Anybody can be in the
The
street.
street
Ah.
is calling.
That's why they say whatever happens on the street remains on the street. Don't bring it indoors. Keep it
At
there.
all.
I personally believe
Maybe-
that whatever stays on
maybe
the
it's
street
that kind of a
remains on
situation.
the street. Don't bring my past to my present.
Do you know somebody?
It feels like we're talking. Are you sure this dam is? Are you sure this dam is
Are you
there?
sure you're not that Milari? Because you're awfully quiet.
As in,
Is that Larry perchance your cousin?
Are you damning?
are you
Are you
damning?
No.
Damning. Are you damning?
No.
Are you anonymous damning?
No, I'm not. I don't even have a girl. How am I
Are
going
you
to
sure
be
you're not
engaged?
damning?
Yeah, he doesn't have a
Awfully
girl.
quiet.
He has.
Some people can have
Let's
this
go on to
private
the
life. You
next.
won't even know.
So Damilare.
The truth is anonymous.
I mean, we wish you well, though.
Well,
The Lord is your strength.
Time, talk to your wife. You have a conversation with your wife, probably tonight or whatever. You might just cause a little bit of.
Like, sorry,
But
in the words of the older generation, damn it, pray about it.
Yeah, seek the face of the Lord.
Yes.
But then that means you still have to come out to talk to your wife before your sister does. Because
That
if
does
she
it.
does,
It's
gonna
worse.
mess up a whole lot of things.
Mhm.
It's mess up a whole lot of
I
things.
see we criticize selfish. Moving on.
Frederick, do you think the sister is being selfish? Because you're quiet.
Danny. Okay, let's hear from Danny.
Okay, let's relax. I can't say like she is selfish, but I'm gonna go with what Debbie did say. I believe in you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. He played a stupid game, he didn't tell,
This is past one
and
thing.
the fact that he didn't tell is coming back to haunt him, and that's on you, brother. Like, you could have said something. The only reason this is a problem now is because you didn't say anything. If you told your wife, like, okay, this is exactly what has gone on, there is no way your sister, like her sister threatening to say this would be a problem. So I just think, you know what, you made your bed, so you're just gonna lay in it. That's just
I
wrong.
actually think it goes back to what Susan said earlier about that kind of communication. Because if they had good communication at the beginning,
Exactly.
somehow, even if he had not mentioned names, he would have said, look, when I was on the street, I did this, I did that. Right?
Exactly.
It's one thing to mention it.
To
It's
mention
another
it.
thing to mention that the person is
It's
your
your
sister.
sister.
Well, yeah. So if she already had prior information, prior knowledge, knowing that, okay, he had done this before, taking the blow to know that it's
Let's
your
even
sister.
say- let's
It's
even-
different.
let's
It's two
say-
different blows.
Soft
Yeah,
landing.
exactly.
Soft
So
landing.
you already
Let's
received the first blow.
Exactly.
let's even say, okay, he didn't know, or probably I just said a couple of girls, blah blah blah. But the moment they found out that it was the sister, that's when you should have just told her, oh, see, this is what happened, this is what happened. Simple and short. Then if he had said that, even if the sister was coming to say something, it would have been the wife that would fight for him, not him even saying anything.
The
at that point.
wife would have said, yes, I know.
Yes, I know, exactly, but nothing happened. That is, they leave it there,
So you
there
put
and then
salt
don't
and pepper
spoil my
after I say
marriage.
So if he tells the wife,
Yes.
guys,
They say
She
better
would have
late.
dealt-
They
she
say
would have
better
dealt-
late
and then-
than never.
And then she would have, at the time you told her,
Yeah.
she would have dealt with whatever valid feelings or whatever, ever.
well, if he tells
that
the
it was
wife
not
now,
coming.
do you think that the wife should ask this, should have the conversation with the sister, or just let it go?
Me,
The wife letting
personally,
it- the wife-
I'll have the conversation with my sister.
The what?
Let
Yes,
it stay
yes,
there,
she
let
should
it
have
die
the
there.
conversation.
I don't want to ever hear this anywhere. Simple and short.
Okay, you see
She
my
threatens to
husband.
tell people.
Let her go and tell people now. Who come out the belly? Is it the guy or the
I
girl?
don't understand. Did
What do you
think
mean? Hold on. What do you mean by who command the belly?
You don't get no, hold on. No, sorry, don't get me wrong. No, hold on. Honorable moderator, sorry.
You don't say
Sorry,
that.
sorry.
No,
My
don't
point
say
is
that.
this.
At the
No,
time,
chill,
again, you might be
chill,
using her emotions
chill.
against her.
Please, be
You might have
calming down.
blackmailed her.
Let me explain
So,
what I mean.
I just want to talk about that. But
Let
I
me,
just feel
let me
like
explain.
she bringing up
Let me
that
explain what I
is
mean.
the
Now
same
she's
law.
blackmailing him to tell the sister, right?
She's not blackmailing, no. Say
Auntie.
the words were threat. The word actual.
No,
word
yeah,
was
it's actually
threat.
blackmail.
That's
I said,
blackmail
what
now.
if she threatens to tell people?
What if she
That's-
threatens?
That's
It's-
blackmail.
But she,
It's blackmail. She's telling him you have to deal with that. We tell her.
if you
For
don't
what
tell
reason?
her,
It's blackmail. He has to
No,
tell
no,
her. So
no, that's
that's
after.
ah,
So my point is now, why I made that statement was this now. She wants to go around and start telling people, oh yeah, I and this guy had something in the past, and I carry belly for him, and I remove it. Looking at it from the African perspective, Nigerian, let's just look at it now the way we are seeing ourselves. What will you think? Let's be realistic with yourself. Knowing the culture we all grew up in, and culture of the society we are in now.
It's a
Don't
bitter
make-
one.
don't make-
No,
don't
they
make
should
it-
My
don't
point
make
is,
the man say
my
that.
point, no,
Just make the man
my
fall
point
right
is,
now.
no, my point is this. Yes, we know, like I said, they were both in the streets, yeah? Stuff happened, it went down. But knowing the kind of people that exist in our society today, most of them will end up leaving the guy to face the lady. Yes or no?
Which of
Not
the one
the
who
sister.
got pregnant.
The one who got
No,
pregnant.
that's
Yeah.
making the man
No, I don't
right
think people
now.
will face that
Nobody will
because
face anybody.
when it
Nobody
happened,
Nobody
you
Nobody
didn't know.
should face
Nobody
anybody.
When it
face
happened,
them.
nobody
No,
will
no,
face
no,
that.
the sister, not the wife.
I know. when it happened, like she getting pregnant,
I'm removing it.
yeah, they won't blame her that much because it was in the past,
Okay.
and she didn't know they weren't married then.
Personally, I don't feel.
So
I
I
don't
don't
feel
think
she would.
that would
Even,
be
I
a
don't
thing.
feel she. I don't even think she would go about saying anything. It doesn't make sense.
I was just saying
Why
based
you?
on
Why
what she
you?
said.
Why you saying it now?
Why are you saying it out? Why?
So
I think
me-
You see, I said, you see, boils down to selfishness.
I think the only way this would be an issue in the future is if the guy was the one that made her remove the child or something.
When you say made her,
they had a
I think-
discussion
they
now.
obviously had this child
Yes.
together, right?
The child was there because it existed in human form.
No, okay, they made this embryo.
Bundle of joy.
Okay.
Right? And they both decided to take it out.
Oh, they both decided.
Or rather, because in this
Then it should never be an issue.
It should not be an issue if they
Should
both
never be an
decided. It
issue.
should not be an issue.
They had a discussion.
So why is she
Oh, I
bringing
don't know
it?
that
Why is
I
she
don't
bringing it
know.
up now?
She's obviously just pained. It's just something. that-
Exactly.
That's what
That's
I'm saying.
just
She's
it.
being selfish. She should let it go.
If she's gonna bring that up, then she has to bring up all her past.
Pained when some certain things
That's
happen
just-
to us. If the
That
guy
means
got
not
married
talking. I don't know why
to
then.
someone else, if the guy is probably getting
Only-
married
Can you
to
please ask
someone else,
Danny why it's not
Hold on,
talking?
let me read this again. Hold on. I'm supposed to get married in September this year,
Okay.
but I've just found out that
Supposed to
my
get
wife-
married.
Yes.
he's
Okay.
not married yet.
Okay,
He's
sorry,
not
sorry.
married.
So,
He's getting
so,
married in
so he
September.
just found out of what?
And I've just found out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be anything. Maybe the sister was abroad. I don't know.
Okay.
I have just found out
Okay.
that my wife to be's sibling was one of my smallies
Okay. She's not the wife now. He just found out. She's not the wife now. Simple.
when I was on the street, and it was
She
a
just found
rather
out.
bad ending.
She just.
So meaning it's possible that they didn't actually
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
agree.
So-
Yeah, I agree.
to take out the
Exactly.
child.
Even that. Let's move that. He
So-
just found
so-
out.
but yes,
He
yes.
He just found
So
out.
the fact that he just
Yes.
found out,
Whatever the
No.
case
I
is,
think it's the
Tell her.
best time to tell her.
Just tell her now.
just tell your
Whether it's a bad ending
Damn
or
it,
not.
darling. Damn it, darling.
Darling.
Please. Just tell
Hey,
her.
damn, keep it. What's going on here?
Sorry.
Damn
Sorry.
it, man up. Now man you be. Tell your wife.
He has to man up.
Tell your wife. Just say it. Just say
So
it.
you guys, yeah,
Just tell your
that's
wife,
it.
man, nigga.
That means to speak
Bro,
up.
sorry.
This one Frederick is not saying anything. I guess we should just move on.
I think we should just. I think we check his phone.
Please,
Yeah, we should just move on to our
Check his phone, his Instagram. Let's check his name on Instagram.
So what we are talking about
The second
today,
hand.
basically, is it okay to give up?
On what?
Just give up.
On life.
And how do you know when it's the right time to give up?
First of all, I don't think there's a right time to give up.
Is it okay to give up? The question is in two parts. Is it okay to give
No,
up?
no.
Personally,
Give up.
I don't
Wait, wait.
think-
Give
I
up
don't
on
understand
what?
the question. Give up on what? On life.
It could
She
be
said life,
it could
generally.
be generally.
So
it
now
could
when
be
you're
work,
giving up,
it
like,
could be
you
anything.
You mean like give up on your
No,
country,
like you
Nigeria?
lost hope.
Because the best time is now.
No, actually, that one.
Nigeria.
I did that
2
long
years
time ago.
I'm giving up on this
No,
country.
actually, it's not 2 years ago now. When
But I don't think
that
it's
was
right
the
for
best.
anybody to give up.
Generally, so
Personally,
now the
I
question
think-
is like in a general sense, relationship. Look at it wholly. Relationships, anything.
Relationships,
whether
you have a
work,
right.
You have a right to give
generally,
up
do you
on
think it's okay?
relationships.
Do you think anybody should just say, you know what, I give up on anything?
But-
And then at what
Like
point,
she said,
how
when
do
it
you
comes to
think
relationship, I think it's
you-
okay to give up on
On
relationship.
relationship.
Some relationship is okay to give up.
But
But
what-
Okay, so should we face it in parts?
let's
Yes,
use life.
yes,
Let's use life.
Let's use in parts.
It's
Yeah.
never okay to give up in life.
It's
oh.
never okay.
Yes,
That's not the
it's
conversation.
never okay to
It's
give
never okay.
But if you feel like
What-
giving up, please don't use
Life
third
is
Milan
sweet.
music. Don't use that place.
I'd be becoming a
Why
cliche.
would you
Wow,
Why would
David.
you find think
But
of
it's true
giving
now.
up? Oh my, what kind of advice is that one?
But now they said if you are giving up on
My
life,
darlings,
No, nobody should give up on life.
relationship,
Should
it's
try
okay to
something
give
else.
up, please. Life, even if you give up, what is the guarantee that way you're going to say if you will not see me Jerry? Because we don't even know if there's heaven or there's hell.
Wow.
So, do you understand?
Heaven.
No, hold on. Everybody wants to go to heaven. Do you get? Everybody wants to go to heaven. But you shouldn't give up on life. Things will definitely get better. Try something else if whatever it is you're doing is not working for you at that point. Try something else. It will definitely work for you. If it's a relationship that wants to make you give up on life, ha, when you die, sister, sister brother, when you die, that brother, he might see me tomorrow and say it's me you want to marry.
What?
And I'm gonna marry him as I die. Thank you. Excuse me.
Sorry,
Excuse
not
me.
dead.
So wait,
It's dead.
Wait, sister. If you don't want to die because of one man, look at this.
So at
Do Do you understand?
At the person's expense.
What if you say you want to die because of one girl?
Yes.
This is borders.
Yes, so sugar daddy.
Your sister gonna marry one of them. And you will just
maybe
die.
Yeah.
Children.
There's a lot of us who go
What is
around.
going on?
So please.
Hold on. So we're
Please.
wow.
Friendly relationship.
Please help
All Debbie is saying is this. In life, it's never okay to give
This
up.
is not my brother.
There is always a silver lining. There's always tomorrow. There's always something to keep you pushing till it gets better. But you see, when it comes to relationship, there's only so much you can take. If you want to give up, please give up. You can't come and kill yourself.
Even if it's in marriage.
Because marriage. Sorry, all those men. Sorry, all those boys that
So
used
at
to
what
beat their
point?
wives.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me address all those guys that beat their wives. Beat your wife, no problem. Women, if they are touching you, give up. Let it go. It's not worth it.
Exactly.
Shitty, yeah. Then relationship. What was the other one you mentioned again?
It's a job.
If school is not for you and you want to give up,
Give up, but also because of your parents.
actually,
Not
if
you
you're
give
outside
up.
this country, you can give up. But in this country where we are, where your certificate matters, I would advise you not.
My darling, certificate does not matter in Nigeria. I think it's even Nigeria that certificate doesn't even matter the most.
I don't think certificates matters in this country. Connection matters more.
Not being a clothes. You let the lawyer for school.
Connection matters more.
Oh my God!
Bitcoin. Is that what you did in school?
No.
Excuse
I
me.
didn't know
I
that.
suppose you don't say that.
Please, let me be
I'll
clear.
start to cook.
But it's true, certificate doesn't matter in this country. To be
It
honest.
does not matter in this country.
People have
You
certificate.
are
That
working.
certificate you claim that it matters. People have it and they don't have jobs.
They don't have.
So it doesn't really matter. If you want
They
to
don't
give
have.
up,
A lot of
when it
people
comes to
go
school,
schools
No,
that
no,
they
from
pay
my- I
2
think-
point
I
something
think
million,
from my
2
point- from my
million.
point of view,
You see
yeah,
the job they get.
I see-
It's nothing compared to what they are doing.
I've seen situations where someone said, okay, my connection, okay, I want to help you get a job. The first thing they ask you to do is bring your certificates.
Need
True or false?
connection.
Calm down. That's my connection. Please, true or false?
not all the time. Though.
Not all the time, exactly.
It depends on the kind of job they want to give you. No, but the jobs that really pay, they'll ask you to bring your
Not
certificates.
everybody has
Whether it's
connection.
your
But
whether it's
nobody
your
has-
very true, whether it's your first degree
The
or
first
maybe
they'll
your
ask you for is-
certification,
Connection,
professional
this
certification.
connection.
In a job that
How
really
many
pays,
people
like
have-
drug business that really pays now, nobody asks you for a certificate.
How many people have connections?
What?
After
Sorry,
the
hold
job.
on.
What?
He said jobs that really pay.
So what
They ask
did
for
you say?
certificate.
You give an example.
Drug business.
Drug business.
It really pays.
What kind of drug, please?
First of all, how does it know? Are you by chance?
No,
Okay.
no. But I've tried a lot though.
You try.
Shea, Pablo Escobar.
No, but we tried a lot. We looked into different directions for our quest for
But hoodie.
exactly.
It's okay.
So we
Excuse
thought about
me.
it. We've reasoned it.
Excuse me. Hello.
We don't know what.
So what does
Sorry, hold on, please, guys. Frederick is not saying anything, and this is like kind of off. You want to step
It's
back behind the
bamboozled.
camera?
That won't be bad. At least
No,
it'll be two guys, two girls.
no. First of all, but this is what I think about the whole giving up. Do not ever feel bad about getting to that point where you do want to give up. I think we need to humanize this as much as possible.
Exactly.
It's very easy to have this. Have you ever heard when positivity can be overly toxic because people just keep saying, okay, it will get better, and they don't learn to focus on the fact that you feeling a certain way is a human response, a human feeling. So this is what I'm saying. I think there's certain things, like they have said, it is okay to give up. In certain relationships, yes, give up. Some things are not good for you. You need to give away. Certain habits you need to give up. So we know there are certain things in life where you need to give up. However, there are certain things in life where I would say it's okay to admit that you are getting to that point where you want to give up, but that should not be the option. So let me just kind of paint this picture. So I saw this quote somewhere, and this, let's say, relating to your dreams, right? So I saw this quote where it said, because your dreams don't come in the package you want, does not mean you should toss it all away. So you could still achieve everything you probably are hoping for, but just because it doesn't come in that whole, let's say, I don't want to say fantasy, but just because it doesn't come in that particular package that you do want it's coming, does not mean you should then throw it all away. So I'm agreeing with a lot of things. They're saying, yes, certain relationships, throw it away, it's not good for you. Yes, and when it comes to school, look, this is the thing. Yes, we know school is not for everyone, right? Yes, we know. But I also don't want to encourage being lazy. Because I feel like some people or a lot of people can make it through school if they really just apply themselves. Nobody's asking you to come out of school and be the best student who is out there. You can actually just say, you know what, I'm going to finish what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my grades and I'm just going to, leave it by the side. But if you are going to do that, you need to apply yourself. Do not give up on certain things when you're not applying yourself. I think it's also super important because it's so easy. And one thing about the time we're in now, being an entrepreneur and education and everything, everybody's also so carried away with the fact that, yeah, you just want to leave school and you want to go set up a business, which is fine. It's fine. I fully encourage, be an entrepreneur, but I don't think they tell you the reality of being an entrepreneur because it's so very hard. Being an employee, salary is secured, income is secured, where it's coming from. Being an entrepreneur is so much different. You don't know where the next paycheck could come from because you have to go figure it out. If there's a drought, you would feel it because there's absolutely nothing coming in. I don't think anybody tells you the reality. So the thing about finishing school is, yes, school is not for everyone, but if you know that if you apply yourself, you can see it through, please don't give up. Just apply yourself. Nobody's asking you to be the best graduating student, but just apply yourself and get it done. That's all.
Necessary to get
Is that
because like David said, I think it was David that brought up the conversation about if you get connection, the first thing they ask for is a certificate. So at the end of the day, getting that certificate is actually very important.
It's
That's
the first
very
thing.
necessary because
It's
you
the
cannot
person
just
that
go
gets
to
your
school and
feet
say,
in the door.
You can always buy.
You know what? You know what? Look.
Eventually, you still get it. Whether you buy it or you buy it, so let's still get it. So no matter
Whatever you do,
so bro, that one off the road.
exactly. No, just in everything,
Work for it.
exactly,
If
in
you
everything. In everything, I would say apply yourself. If you say school is not for you, then what
Yes.
really are you applying? Like when I mean apply yourself, I mean fully dedicating yourself to. I don't even, people could say music. I see a lot of people who like literally what they do is they say, oh, they got something like music, but they're not applying themselves like 110%. If that is your calling here, then you would be so into it that everybody will see like, you know what? It's only a matter of time. He got his thing going. Yeah? But apply yourself. Always have something you are 110% applying yourself to. If it's not school, great. Have that thing. But if you're not applying yourself to something and you're telling yourself that, you know what, I got that, and you're using that as an excuse to not pull your weight through uni or anything, then you're just lying to yourself. That's just what I think. So giving up, all I'm saying is it's a human feeling. It's okay to admit that, yeah, I am coming to this point where I do want to give up.
But I feel like we need to even talk about this marriage thing because a lot of people are still tied in their marriages and they are
still what?
tired. They're
Marriage?
there, yes.
And
So
they're
at one
tired.
point, the question is actually on
And
two
they're
parts.
tired.
Is it okay to give up? So now we've established that it is okay to give up on some certain things.
Yes.
Right? Certain things, not life, not school.
Yeah.
Not life, not school.
School
But you
is
can
not-
give up on
You can
certain
give up on school
relationships.
actually.
I think
Just
no.
not life.
I think we should not use the word
Let's
school.
not use
Exactly.
Let's use the word self-improvement.
Yeah, maybe.
If your father is paying your school fees, well, if I'm paying your school, I am your mother. You want to give up, I kill you.
What if he tells you?
Why?
You see? What if he tells you?
Don't try me.
No, what if he tells you?
Point
Excuse me,
is-
finish finish your 4 years, then you go ahead and do the nonsense you want to do with your
The
wife.
point.
But at the end of the day, now that's 4 years. Now you can't bring out anything to show.
Leave it.
The
Let's
point.
graduate.
The
That'll be
point.
waste of money.
The point remains.
Imagine using that 4 years
Let
school fees to
me
buy
waste
coin.
my
buy what?
money.
Coin.
Adama.
So like,
Bitcoin.
Yeah, or some of that coin.
okay, so you say.
Hello. So wait. The point remains.
But it's the
that-
truth now. Imagine Bitcoin 4 years ago. Do you know how much you have now?
Is it the one that's dropped or which one?
Oh,
The
sorry.
same one that's dropped.
Okay.
Let's use the dropped
Let's
price.
not even talk about
Please.
it. I don't want to imagine.
Please don't.
So my point
So you can
remains
see that.
this.
Okay.
It's
That
never
one is a
okay.
give up already.
Hello. You're alright.
Sometimes I wish I did that with my school fees. That I bought Bitcoin back then.
Wow.
Those
That's very.
No, but it's true now. By now I won't be,
Maybe what?
stressing more.
Wow.
Okay. So what I was trying to say is the point remains
Okay.
that it's never okay to give up in life.
Mhm.
Sorry, on life rather. On self-improvement. Let's use that instead of
Simple.
So
school.
why are we using self-improvement instead
Because school is not just the only way you can improve yourself.
Exactly.
The essence of you
Exactly.
going to school is to get an education and improve yourself. So using the word self-improvement because it could be instead of going to school, you could read books rather, right? You could watch videos and
Take
gain
classes.
experience.
I think know people that didn't go to school, but once you hear them talk,
Exactly, they
Like
improve
me.
themselves beyond the point where they
Like
would
me,
have gone to.
right?
You were like you didn't go to
I didn't go
school.
to school now.
isn't it you that just said that your school fees are 4?
I said I wish.
Please, let's move forward.
I didn't go to school now.
So so what we're saying is, from what I've heard so far, what we're saying is the only points at which is okay to give up include toxic relationships.
Toxic marriages.
You see that relationship
Thank
now.
you. First
Okay,
of all,
toxic
thank
marriages.
You really
Freddie,
think
do you
about
have
marriage? Have you been married
you have
forever?
any-
I was going to ask that.
You know people that are in toxic marriages and
Let me see
I
your
know a
finger.
whole lot.
so at what
And they are
point
still
do
in
you
it.
think At what point do you
They're
think it's
still
okay
in
for
it.
them?
I think it's
At
their
what point do you
I think
think
their
that it's
mentality
okay for
affects
them
the whole
to-
thing.
I feel the situation, the country
the
that we
mentality
stay,
affects the whole
What do you mean by the
exactly.
mentality?
This country
Like
is
some
on
people
its
have this
own.
mindset it's bad to leave your marriage. I don't know.
Yes.
Like you can't just get married and leave. What people will say. They care about
Exactly
what people are
people
going to say.
Exactly.
They care about what their parents will say or
how much they
do.
spent on
How they will look at
wedding
them.
and everything.
Okay, so at what point,
You see?
regardless of those mentality, of that mentality
Mhm.
rather, at what point do you think that it's okay for them to say, you know what, I'm not doing it?
At the point
is
where
it,
you-
is it only
At-
when the husband
It's
is
a
beating
No,
the
no, 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 no,
husband?
no, 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 no. At the point where, sorry, at the point where,
You should
at
collect
the
one,
point
you can
where,
collect 1 or 2 beating. That one is fine.
Eh?
But
What do you mean?
no,
Hold
no,
on,
wait
hold on,
now.
hold on, hold
I'm
on.
coming. Wait
Do
now.
my
Wait.
hand
I'm
like
coming.
this inside marriage. Just do my hand like this. I leave.
No, wait now.
No.
Wait, I'll explain. Now. I'll
Explain.
explain. When I say
Do
collect
my
1 or
hands
2
like
beating,
this. I've left the
if they
marriage.
beat you,
bro, let me see how you want to make this work
Yeah,
actually.
Like,
I want to know how you want to
think
make this
about it.
work.
What do you
Like,
mean
now,
you collect 1 or 2 beats and I'll be
No.
okay.
yeah, let me explain now. When I say collect 1 or
Oh,
2 beating, you
Jason.
said at one point. Do you
At
work
what
out?
point
Yeah.
exactly? Does
Okay,
it have to
look
be
at what-
like when I get beaten or when I get
You can't just
slapped,
be married
or
when you get beaten once. True or false?
I've
I
gone.
will.
No, wait, see.
What
My
if,
dear,
like, find
go
myself
out
in
and
that
come back.
situation?
Oh,
No,
my God.
this is how it should be. It might beat you once. I don't know the reason why.
So you're saying it's fine? but
No,
it
it's
has-
not. It's not. I'll tell you when you leave. Now, come and chill.
I'm here.
Okay.
If it beats you once, it's not cool. I believe you guys should talk about things
Nikki,
and see how to improve.
So why did
And
you
for
talk
that
about
not to
it
happen
before you
again.
beat me up?
So people react. How you
I can
react to
react
anger is
I
different
can
from how
react-
you
I can
react to
react by
anger.
throwing
It's
you.
never right.
You want
Yes,
to jump
it's
over.
never.
I will not.
I want to
You
be
want to-
someone's Chinese.
You want to jump over? You want to jump over me? Let me
I mean, I
understand.
would
It's
react.
never right to hit a lady. No, it's, I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not.
So there's no
I'm not advising
explanation. There
that.
is no way you're going to make that
People
make
react.
sense. Like,
That's
it's
called
fine.
reflex. That sometimes you just touch me one time, I just react with reflex back hand. So
Do my hand like this, just like this. I collect my phone and I left you.
what's gonna happen? You leave the marriage? No, you won't leave. Trust me. You come back. You talk
Hold
to
on,
him.
trust
I
me.
believe he will come beg himself.
Eh?
Yeah, he's gonna come begging
Wait,
and
wait,
apologizing.
wait, I'm
Okay, if he says he's sorry, will you forgive him or not?
That was.
God, see this conversation.
About hitting you
You
now.
cannot end
Hold
this
on,
one
hold
here.
on.
No, but it's true now.
Please.
Sorry,
That's your
please,
reflex.
let me
Like
explain.
this.
Sorry.
Hey,
People
Let
make
me explain
mistakes.
something.
I like that.
So, Xoxo has just dropped his opinion on
Excuse
this.
you. Excuse you. That your reflex that made you do like this once.
Eh.
You will do like this another time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
That's
it.
what I'm saying now. You talk about and make sure it doesn't happen again.
What? Stop.
No,
By the time it
no,
happens
it's not-
again,
Not
Wait.
I
then I can say, okay, that's when you could leave.
I believe. Sorry, I believe.
Who is here?
You can
Yes.
reflex. You can have reflexes to slap the lady that one time.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if you beg her and she accepts your
And she does the
apology,
same thing.
tomorrow you back.
No.
Three.
Sorry,
And you think that
sorry, guys, time out. I'm going to cut out this part. I told you, if you're moderating, if you want to be in discussion, come and be in the shot.
No,
No, you're not moderating, you're actually part of the
don't
discussion. That's what I'm saying. No, I told you this, we had this conversation.
Let's go on.
We had this conversation. I'm not
Let's
saying
go
this.
on.
So, what I'm saying is that there should be also room for forgiveness.
After
People-
you beat me.
Human beings are prone to mistakes and error. So,
I'm not the one
After
that
you
is.
beat me.
no, the beating, maybe you deserve it more.
Can I say something? Sorry, before
Maybe you
Freddy-
fuck up
Before
small.
Freddy says something, yeah, I need to.
Maybe you fuck up
I need to
small.
say this.
You
I
will
need-
beat to me.
I need to say
Just
this.
fall back.
David, sorry, you're coming down. Hold
Oh my
on.
brothers will reach
Hold on,
out.
you're coming down. So my point
Oh my
is,
brothers
yeah,
will get to your house.
Can you forgive him, Abi?
I
Forgive
believe.
you that what happened.
No, the guy,
One
my
more.
brother, the brother, like I have a sister. You beat my sister.
After my brothers.
We can forgive you,
Yes.
but you collect beating
Exactly.
from
You see
everybody
it
in the
now.
house.
You
When
see-
I say we,
Eh.
I meant me and my brothers.
I know.
It's not left to her.
Yes,
And
exactly.
she said she doesn't want to do.
Simple.
Gaskia.
But I think
You
the
understand?
lady, if the lady really loves you,
However,
Which
love.
one love?
No, love does not cover beating.
love is blind. No, love
No,
does.
no.
That's
love.
when it comes
Window.
sorry, when it comes to domestic violence, I believe love does not cover shit.
So those people you think stay in marriages that they get beaten.
Love does not
What do you think
cover-
causes
The
it?
mentality you are not talking about. That's what I'm
But
saying.
some of them is love. Do you know that?
Foolish love.
Some people are in
I
relationships
love.
like that.
No.
Some one of I think, let them speak.
That's what we
and
said,
tell
that's what
us.
we
Maybe
said,
he might
so-
have something to say,
That's what
from
I'm saying. Toxic
experience,
relationship.
or
That
not.
is why
In my
you
own-
give up
Or
on
if he
me.
knows anybody.
In my
I am giving up.
in my opinion,
Mm.
in my opinion, when it comes to relationships or marriage, there should be some certain points at which you know you cannot take anything beyond this point.
Okay.
If you're talking to your partner about something, a particular issue,
Mhm.
in a relationship, not marriage, and your partner keeps repeating it over and over and over again, definitely get to a point where you get fed up. You know, okay, I've reached my limit. I can't go beyond this point. If he does it one more time, I'm gone.
When you
Do
say
you understand?
okay.
Some
When it comes to marriage, there are some certain traits you see in your partner before you get married. Yeah, some ways they disguise properly, we know that one. Some people they lie, they hide well, we know that. But at some certain point, immediately after the marriage, where you see some things, I'm of the opinion like yo, they say divorce is not permissible. However, you can't kill yourself. Do you understand? Your happiness is way more important than I've seen situations where someone who is in a marriage is actually drying up. When I mean drying up, physically drying up. And this someone that's a lady, and this one that's supposed to be happily married. I'm like, are you sick? Do you have some sort of ailment? No. But then she can't see that, okay, this is the reason why I'm looking so emaciated. Do you understand? So there should be a certain point you will get to. At that point you'll be like, yo, whatever it is, I'm done. I give up. That is it.
But the thing is that we're making this whole thing one-sided. We suffer violence too. Okay.
You
No.
suffer violence.
No.
I've suffered violence here today.
Some people.
We suffer violence too. So let's just make it one-sided,
Some
please.
people, even I'm talking about guys, you know. I'm talking about guys now. Okay, let's move over to the husband side now. Some guys don't even get some certain things from their wives, probably because of some certain things, maybe sex or something else, probably emotions and all of that. Everything just dies at some point for the woman. Then you find the guy trying as much as possible to look out or just trying to do this one and that one. Even you as a guy, if you know that whatever it is that you're supposed to be getting from your marriage, or whatever it is you're supposed to be feeling from your marriage, you're not feeling it anymore. Give up. If you set your boundaries, you can't take it anymore. This is the limit I can get to. I can't take it anymore.
So you're saying that
advising
it's
you
based
guys
on boundaries, what you can
Exactly,
accept
what
and
you
cannot
can-
accept.
Yeah, not boundaries,
It's
not
not
boundaries,
like
limits.
limits. It's
Limits.
not like there's a particular
That's your
limit
boundary, what is my
generally.
boundary?
There's no gender. My limits
Yes.
might vary from hers, might vary from his.
Yes.
The limits of what
like
I can
he
take.
said now, okay, I
Do
actually
you
support
understand?
him. Like he said now, some girls they can take 2 beating.
Yeah, just
Me, I
two.
cannot
Well,
take
to be
everyone.
fair, it is not right, but there are limits that
No.
say that.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
ladies that
right.
we
Don't understand
accept
this. It's not right.
200.
I'm
Yeah,
sure you
then
must have
they
heard.
guide them.
I'm sure you must have seen a case or heard of a case where a lady say, if he doesn't beat me, he doesn't love me. You've seen cases of that.
Yeah, I know.
Some-
I know you could
Some
make this
people it's
statement
like-
if you try it again. You know that statement that you could make
Who is you people?
if you try it again. Just know you've collected one beating. That's what it means, that statement. If you try it
But what
again.
me I am saying,
Is it-
and
am I-
I think it's yeah, limit. Set your
Freddy.
limits. Do you understand? Set your limits. Check. See, people are yaring me.
Yes.
You know that phrase, right?
Don't let, see if you can take if you are ready to die there with the beating, stay there. That's your own limit. You want to die, it's okay. Be there.
Okay.
But if you know you cannot take it, whether it's 15 and it comes to reach 15 one day. Show me.
Sorry, please.
Wow, can't take it.
For posterity.
I'm gonna-
Okay. So
For,
can we-
for posterity's sake.
So
Sorry,
I'm
one
just
minute.
give you one back and
Minute,
back.
sorry.
Instead, I
For
wanted to fall
posterity's
from and
sake,
just-
I have two sisters.
Well,
Hey,
I'm gonna kill
if
you.
you touch my two sisters, I'm a pacifist, so you help. I'm a pacifist, so but if you touch my sister, whatever you see, take it like that. I can literally kill you.
But really, guys, why did you guys beat your wives? Why? Why?
Sometimes it's because of BDSM.
Is what?
Oh my god, that's okay. I want it. How are you going to do this one? Make it work. Okay, go on. BDSM, let's see. Oh god. Oh.
Like, yeah.
As in, we're just in one street. We're just in one street on the estate. In the estate, but that's carried us from estate to highway. Let's go. Make it work. Okay.
So tell me.
Is it wait first? I don't understand. Wait, is it the guy that is it the guy that likes the BDSM or is the girl that likes it?
They both do.
I know. That can be the.
Sorry,
That can be
no,
the.
no,
Can we have 1 second, please, Freddie? Can you say something? Because it's either you're talking, you're in that panel for something. It's either you're talking or you're behind the camera with me.
He doesn't want to talk. He's confused.
I'm not confused. My views on this are very, very clear.
Then make it.
But
say it.
everybody had to go, so that's fine. So one, if we're talking about domestic abuse, in no sense, shape, way, or form, is this acceptable? Is it right? I do not care what people say. Anybody who lifts a finger, my G, my girl, walk out. Now, this is when you know you
So
to give
if
up.
that is inclusive. If that's including if the lady should raise
Yes,
her hand
in
on
any
the guy.
any situation. Now, let me tell you this: when it comes to relationships, marriages, yes, they are complex in their own nature. It's dynamic because everything is different. Everybody gives advice based on what they are, or what they have experienced, or what they have witnessed. So, when somebody is giving you a view, it's usually not maybe from what is going on in your relationship, but it's from what they've seen. But anyway, to take that aside, when something becomes detrimental to who you are as a human being, when something does not respect the values you live by, does not respect you, walk out. And when I mean it doesn't respect you, it can't take into consideration your boundaries. It can't take into consideration basic things such as respect, listening to you, like giving you the bare minimum, because bare minimum is not something you say that you deserve. It's something that should just be there. If somebody is not giving you bare minimum, then they don't care enough to respect you for who you are. So therefore, walk out. So when I'm talking about when all this domestic violence, the thing is a massive issue, and I heard things like, yeah, it's love. It's not love. There's something called Stockholm syndrome. Like, I'm sure you know there are different psychological triggers and things that make people do things. Stockholm syndrome is kind of like feeling trapped. It's going back to your captor. Sorry. So these are real things. That is I'm not saying that is an example of everything, but these are things that actually do happen. So personally, when it comes to relationships, without even going to, that particular thing, I would say anything that doesn't respect you as a human being, in the least, any situation, walk out. Not just relationship in terms of boyfriend, girlfriend, friendships as well. If your friend does not respect you as a human being, respect your boundaries, then please walk away. There are certain things, and let me apply this across board, because the question is, when should you give up? Now, we know when not to give up, but in situations where it is okay to, anything that becomes detrimental to who you are as a human being, please pack your bags and then you walk. Same thing can apply to like a job as well. If a job does not respect who you are as a human being and doesn't afford you basic level of decency, you deserve way more than that. Yes, I understand. Like, I'm saying things that it sounds like, okay, it's very, very foreign. We are in Nigeria, and that's true. I understand. Economically, things are tough, and people would put up with a lot of things. But you would put up with something until it kills you, and it is always there. It would kill you either really fast or really slow. Either way, whatever you've taken would kill you, and if you don't go away and you don't take yourself away, it would. He mentioned something about something. Draining somebody physically, David, and that is it. That is like
That's the thing.
it's a thing where if it's not going well, like mentally or psychologically, it can translate to like the physical. So she's feeling the effects of like maybe an emotionally abusive marriage or relationship, and it's manifesting physically. So you can see that if something doesn't kill you fast, it would kill you slowly. So please, this is and I can't say I understand, you know, when people say they want to stay in marriages, relationships where you think that it's toxic. Some people have lived their lives not knowing better, and because something, again, because something sounds logical does not make it right. So people will tell you that, look, yes, this is the way I've seen it, but it's not right. So let's not just accept it because it's out there. This is just my take on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me mention one thing. I think it was yesterday or so, I saw a certain post that has been trending on social media where a guy said he slapped his wife and then she called the cops on him.
Oh yes, for one correctional slap.
Yeah, he said he gives
something
her
like
one
that.
correctional slap. Now let me put, I like the way the woman handled it. He slapped her once, she called the police. So he already knows anything, if he does it again, anything worse than that is going to be deeper.
Why
That's what I'm
you
talking
buying
about.
that?
Straight up.
That's what
She
I'm talking
knows.
about,
So
just
what
like
he has done,
one-
what she has done rather, is to let you know that, see, dude,
Yeah.
you lay hands on me,
Mm,
or you
that's
go
not-
beyond this,
I'm not-
or you go beyond this point. This is the route I'm going to take.
But it
In
doesn't
pidgin-
justify
in
it.
pidgin-
No, I'm not.
Exactly.
See,
It
listen,
does not
listen. I'm not
justify.
justifying. No, listen.
That's what you should
Calm
do.
down.
It
Calm
doesn't
down.
justify.
I'm not justifying. I'm letting you know that what she has done.
She
Letting
can
you know
collect
that
more
this is her
correctional
limits.
slap.
So what everybody has said
Me,
now,
do like-
what everybody has said now is basically going towards a direction. This is what I'm hearing.
Okay, I think
That what I'm hearing is that okay, that the point where you should give up is if whatever the situation is, it has gone past your limits.
Yeah,
you can't take
personal
any more.
boundaries.
It's
based on
personal.
your own personal
Yeah.
boundaries.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
different
it.
for everybody.
It's different
Yes.
for everybody.
That is not what I'm saying. I didn't say your
Okay, he's
personal
trying to
limits.
state
Okay.
it
I,
general.
I
He's
never
trying
said
to
your
be-
personal limits.
But
I said
what they are saying,
I think they're saying that there are your limits.
Okay, I think he's saying
Yeah.
what it should be.
I'm saying there is a right, there is a
And
wrong,
Okay.
and that we, as human beings, do this thing. We're so skilled at it. We create bloodlines. I don't understand what correctional slap means. You raised your hand. You do not respect somebody's person, and then you slap them. The reason, and this is the truth, any man who raises their hand on their wife, they can't do the same behavior outside. They need people to physically impose themselves on. People who are bigger than them in the real world, they can't replicate this. It's time and time again. You see the thing with abusers. It's a bully mentality. So they can't recreate this with people who are the same, well, let's say, toxic level of masculinity or whatever it is. So when you see a bully never goes for another bully. Never. A bully will always go for somebody they think is smaller. And I'm telling you that there is right, there is wrong.
Okay.
I'm not even saying your limit. There's nothing like your limit. I got limits. Right? I got limits. But I swear, if I'm in a toxic situation, me gone. Me gone. Because it's not about
What
limits.
he's saying is true, but
I don't-
not always though.
Yeah, it's not always true, but let's hold ourselves to a
No, no,
standard.
no, what
No,
I'm
he's
saying-
looking at it ideal. Like this is how.
Exactly.
It never
You're talking about the bully
This
thing.
is how it should be.
Not every guy goes with that
Ideally,
mentality.
yes.
That thing in their head.
Realistically, we have to go. Okay, what Debbie can take from a friend, right, is different from what I can take from the same person. It's different from what maybe Tosan can take from the same person. Do you understand? But what Frederick is saying is, ideally,
Just
we
the
should
right
not
thing.
even take it in the first place
Because
from the
also,
person.
you know,
No, what he's
Right?
saying, I think what Frederick is
It should
saying is the
never
person that
happen.
is dishing out that attitude or
Should
whatever.
never
it is,
even-
That's what I'm
should not
saying.
even do
Should
it
not even
at
do it in the
all.
first place. That's what I'm saying. So we should not even take it from whoever the same person in the first place. But just like we said,
So I think
they might
I think
take this, they might
Frederick's
take
point is
this.
boiling down to
They might
we
take
just
this.
being good people, right? Just do the right thing, and then we'll not have to have limits. I don't know if that's right.
Let me just
We'll have limits.
explain it to you like this, right? And I think that's something she said, just be good people. And this is the thing. If we keep bending and bending the standards which we're supposed to be in, we will create so many excuses we wouldn't know who we are anymore. If you keep saying, yeah, it's different in this situation, I can take this, I can do this, you keep bending and bending your will, you would not recognize the standard. I am just asking that we uphold a certain standard. It's not about me not understanding that there are different people or the fact that relationships are, they come in different dynamics. I get that. But where are we going to actually draw the line on what is right and what is wrong? If we keep allowing things go, what is there? And this is not even from a self-righteous thing, because I make blunders all the time. I do dumb shit, Jesus Christ. But the truth is, you have to hold yourself to a certain standard. I think that's where I'm coming from. Hold yourself to a standard and know that when you're falling below that standard, accept the consequences of what you've done. Yes, redemption, you may feel like you want to redeem yourself, but if you lose somebody because you're falling below the standard, deal with it because you've done something wrong. Don't seek redemption to cover up your mess up and then say that, okay, we deserve second chances, but they don't owe you that. They don't owe you. So if a man slaps you, go. Yes, he may feel he's sorry, but you don't owe him a second chance. You really don't. People want second chances. Heck, I've messed up in some situations where, look, okay, let me use this example. When I was younger, yeah, I cheated, right? In that scenario, when I told my girl, she was gone. But yeah, she left. But did I get a second chance? No. Did I want a second chance? Absolutely. But did she owe me that? No. I had to deal with the fact that I done this and this is what I got. So I know when people say, okay, maybe this, maybe that, but you see how we keep creating like different avenues for us to keep bending the standard? All I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. Like I get the different points. Your opinion, my opinion, I get, but this is just my opinion. That's just it.
Let's just be good people, and that's on period. Thank you very much, guys. This has been very interesting. I've heard things I didn't think I was going to hear today. But anyways, thank you very much. And until we see you guys next time, the next episode, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment down below. Share your thoughts with us, of course. Also follow us on Instagram at undiluted_viewpoints. Also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. And yeah, we have one of the standards guys in the building. Also check that out, guys. It's a slide.
The SOS point. Don't worry, it'll be
Yeah.
in the little description.
Yeah, it's going to be in the description box below. Until next time, bye guys.
It's safe.